Behind the grandeur of Buckingham Palace and the legacy of Britain's longest reigning monarch, lies a story often forgotten. The story of a princess born to unite two worlds, England and Germany. Her name was Victoria, Princess Royal, the firstborn child of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. She entered the world on November 21, 1840, to great celebration. London rejoiced at the birth of a royal heir, the first grandchild of King William IV. Though destiny would never grant her the throne of Britain, her parents believed she was destined for greatness. Prince Albert adored her intellect, calling her his most gifted child. Queen Victoria, on the other hand, saw herself in her daughter, strong-willed, outspoken, and determined. Their bond was deep, but not without tension. Victoria the mother demanded perfection. Victoria the daughter tried her best to live up to it. But the path set before her was not one of her own choosing. At just 14, she was promised to a young Prussian prince, Prince Frederick William, heir to the Prussian throne. Their marriage was never meant to be just a union of two hearts. It was a union of empires. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert envisioned their daughter as a bridge linking liberal, constitutional Britain with conservative, militaristic Prussia. In 1858, at the age of 17, Victoria, known affectionately as Vicky, left her homeland. She arrived in Berlin to thunderous cheers and quiet suspicion. To many in the Prussian court, she was merely the Englishwoman, foreign, opinionated, and dangerously modern. The life awaiting her in Prussia was colder than she'd ever imagined. Though her husband Frederick loved her deeply, she soon found herself surrounded by hostility and political intrigue. Her father-in-law, Emperor Wilhelm I, and the powerful Otto von Bismarck, the Iron Chancellor, viewed her as a threat of foreign influence trying to liberalize their kingdom. Vicky dreamed of a Germany guided by reason and reform, like her father's ideals. But Bismarck's Germany was built on discipline, loyalty, and the iron will of the army. And between those two visions stood her. Amid this struggle, Vicky became a mother to 8 children. Among them, one who would change the course of history, Kaiser Wilhelm II, her eldest son, and the future last emperor of Germany. But their relationship was fraught with pain. Wilhelm had suffered a severe birth injury, leaving his left arm crippled. Vicky's attempts to toughen him, to make him resilient, were often misinterpreted as coldness. He grew up resentful, believing his mother loved Britain more than him, more than Germany itself. When Emperor Wilhelm I died, Vicky's husband finally ascended the throne as Emperor Frederick III. It was her moment of hope, a chance to build the enlightened Germany she had always dreamed of. But fate was cruel. Frederick was gravely ill with throat cancer. He reigned for only 99 days before his death in 1888, a tragedy that crushed Vicky's spirit. Her son, Wilhelm II, became emperor, and immediately distanced himself from her. He silenced her influence, seized her letters, and banished her from political life. Vicky retreated into quiet exile at her estate in Kronberg, far from the heart of Berlin's power. She spent her days writing letters to her mother, hundreds of them filled with sorrow, regret, and reflections on what might have been. In those letters, one sees not a defeated queen, but a woman of brilliance ahead of her time, yearning for a world that could have been more just, more humane. When Queen Victoria died in 1901, her eldest daughter was already ill with breast cancer. Only a few months later, Vicky herself passed away at the age of 60 alone, in a foreign land that never truly accepted her. She was buried not as a British princess, but as Empress Frederick, a title she bore in quiet dignity. History, however, remembered her only through the shadow of her son, the Kaiser who led Europe into war. And yet, she was so much more than that. If one reads her letters, one discovers the soul of a woman torn between two worlds. A daughter of Britain, a mother of Germany. A thinker, a reformer, a visionary trapped in an age not ready for her. In the end, Victoria, Princess Royal, was neither fully English nor fully German. She was simply a woman too modern for her time. Thanks for watching. If you love royal history as much as we do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.